All right, guys, today is a very exciting day. I'm doing something that I've been wanting to do for a couple months now, and now that the weather finally broke, even though I'm in a sweatshirt today. It was 85 degrees on Friday, and now it's a high of 39 today. But that's spring for you. So what I'm doing is all of the wonderful saplings that I cut down this winter, I'm finally doing something with them. You know, I was kind of limited to what kind of machines I could get up here with the amount of snow and just how wet everything was this winter. Couldn't really get any kind of machinery up here. I was gonna have a guy come and mulch all this stuff with a drum mulcher, but just got to the point where I took matters in my own hands. Just waited until it is now April 20th to get a skid loader in here, and I have it for 1 week. Not only is it a skid loader, but it's a track skid loader, a Takeuchi, which I think is one of the best skid loaders out there as far as just how it operates. It's an 11,000 pound machine, so it has plenty of oomph to it. So I am going to get a grapple bucket as well, so I can take some of these piles of saplings and really get them out of the way. But right now I'm just pushing them. But so far, as you can see, I'm getting quite a bit done. I almost have this first area completely derooted. That's the main reason that I wanted the skid loader, is because there are roots everywhere, and they're not just sapling roots, they're regenerational growth roots. So basically what I mean by that is someone came in here and logged this years ago, probably 15, 20 if I had to guess, and they cut the stumps flush with the ground, and since then 6-7 trees has grown out of one stump. So these stumps are very deep. They're not just sapling stumps where they just rip out. These are some of these ones that I'm pulling out are up to almost 10 inches in diameter. But as you can see, I'm doing a good amount of work today. I've only been operating it for about an hour, so I have a lot I need to get done this week. Now, I'm sure I'll need a skid loader or some kind of equipment down the road for other projects, but that's what I got my little Kubota for. That has no chance of doing what this skid loader is doing. I just want to get this taken care of, have all summer to kind of figure out what I'm going to do as far as food plots and really get this place dialed in. I don't really have before for this video, but I have quite a few other videos where this was just a sapling thicket, and then throughout the course of the winter, this spot and 3 other areas I basically cleared them. I'm going to leave these big oak trees. I don't want to cut these down yet. I'm going to probably leave these, so still going to be enough sunlight coming in. But this is basically just one of the 3 or 4 food plots that I have made. I have one kind of over there. You can kind of see my camper over there. And that's another 1/4 of an acre. That's already been cleared. That's cleared. Stuff's grown in it already. It looks pretty good. But having these food sources in strategic areas where I know the deer come from and where I can access easily, and I already have stands, this is going to be a good spot. So I'm gonna just kind of do a little bit of progress updates here and there, but right now this is looking pretty good. I'm gonna get this kind of graded out so it's not as lumpy and bumpy. Get some of these brush piles put out of the way. Once I get the grapple bucket, I will get these bigger piles of stuff out of the way. But honestly, if they're just on the edge, I'm okay with that because it creates screening. But yeah, this is looking really good. Really excited just to get some of this leaf litter off the ground, get some actual soil open, and when I go to see this, it's going to be awesome. So stick with me. I'll give you some updates and I'm really excited for this. Alrighty guys, it is day number 2 of getting these food plots established, and I, for the most part, have got the second one done. I would have got a little bit more today, but I wasted nearly an hour and a half because as soon as I got here, I realized that I did not remember the keys that was in my other vehicle. So I had to drive the whole way back home, which is about 45 minutes. So, you know, I got a solid 2.5, actually no, only an hour and 45 minutes of work. But as you can see, the second one is done. Here is the second one. This is more of a long plot than it is a circle or wide. It's probably only, I don't know, 20 yards wide. But right here is a really good stand. I don't know if you can see it, maybe. But in that tree, that oak tree there, I have a stand that I get a lot of activity. The deer come from straight down and they kind of filter down through the middle of my property. So yeah, this thing is a freaking beast. There's a lot more rocks up here. I've pulled out some big rocks. I mean, you can see there, you see those over there, which kind of makes it a pain when you're trying to grade. But I mean, this looks so much better. There was like a foot of just leaf litter and duff here, so this is looking really good. Keeping this oak tree as well. I dug some really big rocks out here, some big roots. And then over here, really wet. I don't know why. I mean, it's kind of a natural bowl, but the more that I tracked in here, the more that it sunk. I mean, you can just see it is like mushy. So I was just spinning my track. So I'm gonna let this dry out for a day or two. Alright, so this is the next area we're gonna attack. This is a little bigger than the last plot, but we have all that brush taking up lots of room that I need to move somewhere. There's kind of a brush pile here already that I might just stack it up or stack it up off the edge just for access cover, because I'm going to access it from this way. So if I can just push that all, that might work. But this one was just kind of naturally open. We didn't have to cut too many trees here, but this is what it looks like before. Okay, I just got pretty much done with plot number 3. It's looking real good. I did end up starting to make a little water hole here, since everything kind of gradually slopes towards this corner. And that clay looks really good. I made a little berm. I may still have to line this, but I mean, this is like really solid clay. But I kind of just pushed all of the brush to the one side, because this is the side I'm going to access from, so it'll act as some screening. To get all that and take it somewhere else, I'd have to make a trail that's, 18 feet wide. But yeah, I mean, this is slowly coming along. Got a big stump here that I want to cut, and I cannot get this stump out. It is stuck. So I did create a trail that connects to the other food plot. You can almost see my truck there, and that is where the second food plot is, that way. They're only like 80, 100 yards apart, but they love to walk down here. So overall, I am extremely happy. All right, so I just wanted to wrap up this video. I didn't really do much of a closing when I was doing all that work with getting these food plots established. However, I got everything I wanted to get done and more. I got all the logging trails cleaned up. I used a York rake basically to make windrows with all the leaves on the logging trail, and then I went through and I seeded everything temporarily, just to avoid any kind of erosion if possible, because I figured by the time I get my soil established, the right lime and pH, it might be a month or two before I get to lime it, or it could be next week. Never really know. I gotta wait on my soil sample results, because I know that will be the limiting factor, which I did this week. So it is about 10 days after that I got everything done, seeded. I seeded clover, chicory, and oats. I did oats kind of light. I'm probably gonna touch it up in some places, add another 50 pounds to all these food plots. I did 50 pounds per acre, which is pretty low, even on good soil. So I have oats today that I'm gonna go ahead and overseed again. It did rain immediately after I seeded everything. It was actually raining when I was seeding, and it rained about an inch in the next day or two after that. So the temperatures have been kind of iffy. Today it's beautiful, it's about 80 degrees, but the last 7 days it's been under 65 for the most part. Some days it didn't get up over 50. So I'm not really expecting too much growth yet, but I'm really excited. I got everything done that I wanted to, and it's still only May. It's the beginning of May. I actually got everything done at the end of April, but now it's May. I have plenty of time to get some stuff established for the summer, just to stabilize the soil, add some nutrients in the soil, do any kind of lime fertilizing that I want to do, and then also gives me plenty of time to do whatever I need to before August rolls around and I'll get the fall food plots going. But right now I'm standing in what I'm calling the house plot. My house will go here eventually, whether it's next year, in 3 or 5 years, doesn't matter. This is where the house is going to go, but in the meantime, it's a food plot. It's going to be the biggest food plot, and also it is the closest to my access point, so I don't have to blow up the entire woods getting to this tree stand or this plot. Very close. You could probably actually see where I park. Probably only 100 yards from where I park, but this is it. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's a third of an acre plus another third of an acre where I'm parking. So right there is 0.6 acres. So I'm guessing I'm gonna get overbrowsed this summer. So I'm gonna see how these deer react to this food plot. But the biggest thing is getting this soil test. I got the results, and I'm saving that for a different video. And I have a feeling that I kind of know how this is gonna go. But if you guys have watched through this whole video, I know it was long, kind of not super entertaining, but it's just a process that I did to establish all these food plots. It was a lot of work. I probably had total over 40 hours between clearing trees, pushing brush piles, getting these food plots established. Now all the hard part is pretty much done. And now we're gonna see if we can reap any benefits from this improvement we did to my property.